Hello, magic makers. Welcome to June. This is Lisa McCardle of Inner Wisdom Awakening with your June energy forecast. Halfway through this wild year. Here we go. So, June promises to be another spectacular, filled with surprise month. Be sure to stick around to the end where I give you the 4 main themes of this month that you need to know in order to optimize all that's awaiting you in the month of June. So, numerologically speaking, it is the 6th month of the year, which it's also a 6 year. So, we're bringing in that mother nurturing, um, giving you the opportunity to soothe with some tenderness the massive expansion you've been going through, we've been going through. It has been a time like no other. I do not believe anyone is not experiencing the massive transformation of the great awakening that is before us, that is upon us, that is within us, of us, through us, and around us. So the 6 is ruled by Venus. So it brings in that kind of luxury and that love, that romance, love expansion, even beyond the romantic, that just experience and expression of love that is infinite, that is wise, and that is the truth of your expression. But it is a universal 3 month, and that's that's the energy we really want to look at. So the 3 brings in creativity. It's the holy trine. It's like the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the body, the mind, the soul. The 3 is the perfect triangle, right? All sides equal, in harmony, in balance, and pointing upwards, pointing in towards expansion. It's ruled by Jupiter, so there's this optimism, this hopeful, compassionate, kind of generous energy that gets stirred with the 3. But the 3 is also very dynamic energy. It's about expansion, growth. It plays with knowledge. It's about expanding your knowledge, your inner wisdom, wealth, peace, harmony, right? All sides in perfect balance of the triangle. And it's also optimizes your creative expression. So this is a great month to get out of your own way and get out in your expression, especially if they're artistic or creative or whatever it is that's unique to you. You are here to do very unique things. Right. And so if you're spirit saying right now, if you are out there looking at how others are doing it or trying to model yourself by what anybody else is doing, please get into this essence and energy of the 3, which is your unique expression, your unique standpoint. You are as unique as your fingerprints, right? The print of your soul is unique. Only you exist in this way, and only you can express in the way that only you can express. So this is the month to really get to it. And this energy also brings in a real need for transparency. And a lot of the astrology and a lot of things that are going to be coming through this month are also going to really support you in being transparent. There is no lying this month. It will not serve you well. It will backfire. It will not be a pleasant journey if you are not in the fullness of your transparency and authentic expression. And especially be true to thyself. Be honest, be real, be transparent, get the bullshit out of the way and stand in the mirror of thyself and with your creative, unique, bountiful expression, move as you're called to move, and you will not fail. The bottom line this month is it's all about expanding your mind, dive in and explore. And in that expansion, it's also all about soul expansion, right? So it's this boiling over of just who you are and how you want to be in the world. And it's an open up wide frequency. It's a turning point. It's the turning point of the year, and it's a turning point of your expression within this year and within this space and place in time. And the more you open, The more you learn, the more you take in, the more expansion will occur and the more rapid your results will be. So tune your attention and your intention to the most creative expression that you are able to find. Expand, expand, expand. Gather whatever information, components, understandings, resources you need to bring that expansion all the way up and out into the world. And then we move into the astrology. So on June the 3rd, Mercury goes direct. And Mercury affects everybody differently. It's been in a retrograde cycle. It'll be 3 weeks, as it always is. And it's it's the opportunity to review. It's the opportunity to take a look at where you've been, look at boundaries. Boundaries are really up this month, and this lasso effect of Mercury going direct is also going to give you an opportunity to really harness, and some of the other astrology too, to really create a whole new set of boundaries of how you want to be in the world and how you want to be received and optimized in your exchange of energy in the world. June the 14th, we have a Sagittarius full moon coming your way. It is a dramatic full moon. All full moons are a bit dramatic. They bring the light in, right? They bring in that big, bold frequency. This one is a little wild. It can be a little primal. A lot of sensual, sexy kind of full moon energy is going to be coming through. And the shadow side of it is all that drama and that intensity of expression. And you have all this creative energy coming up with the 3 and the full moon and just how Sag moves in the world, that it could lead to kind of fallouts in some relationships or drama stirred in relationships. And a lot about he said, she said, that they said. So always go to the source, directly communicate. This lasso back from Mercury retrograde is going to give you an opportunity to optimize your communication and take it to the next level. So be transparent. This is one of those places where it will be intolerable for you to not be deeply truth telling. It'll backfire. So things can get moving real fast this month, and in a really expansive, like coming out of the squeeze and into the hole of expansion. And you have to be Spirit saying on the straight and narrow, like you have to optimize in your authentic truth, or it will lasso around and hit you in a way that you might not like so much. Okay, and then we move on to the 21st, which is the summer solstice, and we enter Cancer season. So the summer solstice is the longest day of light of the year. It's also the welcoming of summer. It's welcoming the fire sign, that activation of fire. If you think of how seeds grow, the fire, the summer, it's the time of growth. It's the time of expansion, right? The seeds had hibernated, then they went through their spring blossom, and now it's the full bloom taking you into fall, which is the harvest. So where you put your energy is really important in the summer solstice time. So make sure you're setting intentions of what it is you actually like. You're feeding the source, making good food, they're saying, making good, growing good intentions, making sure you're fertilizing well the things of your desire. You're nurturing them. You're making sure there's a balance of the right light and the right water and the right balance, right? And so this moves into how you're creating and what you're expressing through the world as well during this next 3 months that you get while you're riding the solstice, the summer vibe. The solstice also it's the preparation for the growth cycle of the harvest, as I said. So be really mindful of what are you fertilizing your beautiful gardens with? Is it with the actualized truth of what it is you are willing to know, experience, and create? Or are you bringing in old limiting beliefs, fear? Even who you're dealing with is really important. There's the toxicity of relationships is needing to be extinguished. and harvesting or bringing forth, magnetizing those who you are in soul communion, soul family, soul expression, those who can help you, those who can collaborate with you. This is, the old was competition, in with collaboration. So who are you spending time with, and who are you co-creating with, and who are you reaching to say, hey, how can I support you? And in turn, what magic is there waiting for the support of your efforts, your creations, your desires? It's all this synchronization that's happening right now. And so what are you fueling? What are you feeding your garden of delight and creation with? Who are you feeding it with? Who are you spending your most time with? What are your thoughts? What are you feeding the rich soil with your vibration? What are your words? Right? How are you speaking? Who are you being? What are you creating? You are the creator of everything, and you're creating in every moment. And you're doing it with all of your senses and your thoughts and your expressions. So who are you emulating? Really great time. Who are you emulating? And there's so much out there to be seen. If you don't have the role model, the mentor, the person that you admire in your physical, presence, then find one out there in the world at large and emulate based on the desire to express, expand, and create that you're seeking. So we also move into into Cancer season, and Cancer brings us the beauty of the moon, brings us that really yin energy, that kind of mirroring that mother six vibration that we're moving through with both this month and this year. And so family becomes important. It's a real feeling, emoting, nurturing kind of energy that comes. And it's a beautiful balance to the full, the sun, the activation of the full light. And then, so we have the light of the sun, and then we also have the tenderness of the moon. And that's a nice dance of balance. And the crab Cancer is also the crab. And so it's also that hard shell. Sometimes you have to permeate through to get to the soft nectar that waits inside. And so from there, we're going to move into the 4 main themes of this month that are going to optimize you to have the best experience possible. Number 1 is knowledge. Knowledge is it's your jam this month. So whatever, if you've been wanting to take a course, you've been wanting to connect with somebody, you've been wanting to take a deeper dive, there's a book that's inspiring you, whatever it is where knowledge can be gained, this is the month to really dive into it. This is the month to really experience it, because the more you fill that well, the greater expansion occurs. And that well is just ripe for the filling. And so and this is like the well of the mind, but it's the well of the soul, right? And so your inner wisdom awakens. It's time to really nourish that expansion, and what you know feeds your soul. And so moving into that knowledge space. And let's remember too, as a highly evolved human being, which you are because you're here on planet Earth, and as we move into 5th dimensional awareness, there's the capacity to directly download information. The deep well of knowledge is in the collective consciousness, right? And so go into your meditation practices as well and ask, what is it I am to see, and what is it I am to know? And see what bounty spirit gifts to you. So it's in all the ways, right? You are supersonic, connected to everything human being, and the deep well of infinite knowledge is yours to access. Tune in to it. Expansion is the number 2 theme. It is the name of the game. We are in an expansion model. Hello, we're creating a new earth. It's the summertime, right? Everything's growing, expanding, accelerating. So expansion is the name of the game this month. So whatever's going to attune you into greater expansion, now is the time. Your knowledge helps you to expand, your intention in expansion. And then there's also even just stretching your body open, being willing to stretch yourself, willing to expand beyond your comfort zone, willing to expand into new things, willing to open up really wide to have some new experiences, so that the universe can match you in the desires and get that creative mojo flowing, so that you can be the most abundant creatrix that you already are. Number 3 is mystery. Mystery wanted to come through. Be willing to explore the mysterious, the mysteries of life, the spaces that you don't know. Staying in your comfort zone of knowledge takes you away from the great mysteries of life. And within those mysteries is the magic and the miracles of living. So move into the subtleties of the unknown. It's a great time in your knowledge exploration to move into some of the mysteries that you perceive to be mysteries of life. And that's different for everyone. And so that moves us into the mysteries and the miracles, and it brings us all the way to the final expression this month, which is light. As we move through the summer solstice, may the light that is the infinity of your being be what what lights your path and gives you that creative opportunity to walk forth upon it. Remember, you just need the next step at any given moment, just the next step. So enjoy your June. Know that you are never doing any of this alone, and I am sending so much love to your light. Thanks for being here on this journey. We rise together. We rise. I love you.